בוקר טוב, חברים יקרים. We're up to Kohelet, פרק ז', פסוק כ"ח. אשר עוד ביקשה נפשי ולא מצאתי, אדם אחד מאלף מצאתי, ואישה בכל אלה לא מצאתי. So we left last week with part A, and today we'll continue part B. אומר שלמה המלך, אדם אחד מאלף מצאתי, ואישה בכל אלה לא מצאתי. What does it mean? So אומר רש"י, אדם אחד מאלף מצאתי. Rashi explains that אחד מאלף, I found, refers to limud Torah, learning Torah. And he explains, בנוהג שבעולם, 1,000 נכנסים למקרא. If you send 1,000 students to the yeshiva, what's the results? Here we'll get the results. אין יוצאים מהם להצליח שראויים למשנה אלא 100. ואותם 100 שנכנסו למשנה אין יוצאים מהם לתלמוד אלא 10. ואותן 10 שנכנסים לתלמוד אין מצליח מהם אלא 1 להוראה, הרי 1 מאלף. Watch this. You got 1,000 students who went to the yeshiva. 100 out of 1,000, they're going to be a good rabbis for Chumash. They'll be good rabbis to teach Chumash. 100. And then you're going to have, from that 100, you're going to have 10 who'll be great for Gemara. They'll be good. They'll be Baki in Gemara. They can be a good rabbi to teach Gemara. And from those 10, you're going to be one who will reach to the level to be posek halachot. You got it? Once again. So from 1,000, you get 100 who's going to teach. They'll be good in Chumash. In the 100, you're going to have 10. They'll be good in Mishnah. Right? מה למד? 1,000 עשינו מקרא. משנה. Right, 100 in Mishnah. Sorry. 100 in Mishnah. And from the 100, you're going to have 10 for Gemara. And from that 10, you're going to have 1 for Hora'ah, Posek Halachot.
Why? Is it making it hard for us?
No, he's telling you the results.
To what? To tell you what's his intention?
He's telling you that I saw 1 out of 1,000 that reached to be Posek Halachot.
Yeah, but the intention is to tell us today.
Is to tell us that we are from the 10 top. You want that?
Okay, thank you.
If you want to be one of the 100, go ahead.
No, but I'm wondering why, because he said it, like Baruch Hashem, he says.
Baruch Hashem, he says good things, but he's telling you the results. He's telling you, listen to me. You're going to open.
Think too much of yourself. I think.
I'm sorry.
Say maybe don't think too much of yourself. It's not that.
You should always never think too much about yourself. I know.
No, but maybe that's what it is.
No, What he's telling you is, אומר לך, that from one yeshiva boys, from 1,000 yeshiva boys, what's the result?
10% are going to be Bakim Mishnah.
That's it. הבנת? אז איפה אתה? Where are you? For the
We
900?
have the 1%.
Huh?
1%.
You are the حد من ألف.
Whatever the rabbi says.
No. You wish.
Rabbi, this is talking about like our days, or this was also
Nothing
during Shlomo's
changed.
time?
The world never changed.
Didn't we say during Shlomo's time that kids 5 years old, Tahor, V'Tameh, they used to know
זה הביטוי של
everything?
חזקיהו המלך, לא שלמה.
Oh, man.
Anyway, but he's telling you here that זה תוצאה. I want to teach. I want to tell you a story. Somebody asked the rabbi, Alav Shalom, to give him a letter. For what? He has a little, he has a hard time by himself. So the rabbi said, wow, I'm going to give you the best letter ever. He wrote a letter. He's a Rosh Yeshiva of 10,000 yeshiva boys. Yeshiva boys? Yes. Why? He told them, if the pasuk here tells us that 1 out of 1,000 he reached a level of to be Tamid Hacham, Baki Ba'alachot, the posek, you have Le'anara, 10 kids, 10 boys, and each one of them is Talmid Hacham Gadol Ma'od Ba'alacha. So if Shlomo HaMelech tells us that 1 out of 1,000 is going to be Posek Halacha, and you got 10 kids Posek Halacha, I guess you're a rabbi of 10,000 students. Because if the yeshiva is going to produce 1 out of 1,000 to be Posek Halachot, if you got 10 boys like that, it means that your house is worth 10,000 yeshiva boys. You hear this? And they gave him a letter. Rosh Yeshivat 10,000 Talmidim. He has no yeshiva b'chlal. But that's the truth. Because if you have a yeshiva and you come with collecting money, wow, Rabbi, how many students you have? 200. It means how many from the 200 gonna succeed? Not much. If you come, I got 500 yeshiva boys. Rabbi, it's only 50. If you come, I have 1,000 yeshiva boys, which means 1 out of 1,000, he's gonna be the correct.
Yeah.
So if you got 10 kids that are already such Talmidei Hachamim, then I guess you are worth a yeshiva of 10,000. So you give him a letter, Rosh Yeshivat 10,000 Talmidim. It's a true story. Told him, this is the pshat. Sha'ata lama hu katav. So a rabbi could write a letter for someone that has 10 children Talmidei Hachamim. So if he's going to collect money for who?
10,000 students.
I have 10,000 students in my house. You hear this? It's a nice story, huh? It's a beautiful story. אבל זה אמת. אני אמרתי הוראה. They were posek halachot also. Yeah. So then, if that's the case, אתה ראש ישיבת 10,000 תלמידי חכמים. So, if you have a rabbi from Lakewood, we're here to collect money, we got 10,000 yeshiva boys. And you got this father that has 10 boys, kulam poskei halachot. Which one is worth it to invest?
It's both equal.
For equal.
Where?
For equal.
Equal?
Yes.
So it's a guarantee that 1 out of
Well,
1 out of 1,000.
well, this is that's what it says over here.
Because the Father's a guarantee in Klachshah.
Habib, exactly.
You never know.
Here you give, you don't know.
Really?
Here's the guarantee.
It's already
So if you want to invest, where should you support?
1 out of 1,000.
Exactly. זה מה שכתוב.
1 for 1.
Yeah.
1.
What's this whole thing in college scholarship? What is
It's
this?
to the people
Smart
who they know
kids.
are gonna
It's a
invest back
guarantee.
to society.
You finish high school, your degree is 95 and above. Habibi, you get 100,000
They want you in the college.
from the college. You got a scholarship. Why?
Because they want
Because we know for sure if you passed elementary and high school and you reached here, Habibi, we want people like you because we know if we're going to invest 100,000, 200,000, what happens? We're going to get it back after. It's worth it. Right?
Yeah.
Somebody is also here in Torah. So that's one way, Isaac, how to learn the pasuk. What happened?
I don't know. So then, why add women if they don't have no hayub in Torah?
No, Isha means Torah.
What do you mean? How do you add?
Oh,
Oh,
because the
yeah,
Torah's
boy,
female? Is it?
Yes, that perush.
Ah,
That perush. אחד מאלף מצאתי, it goes
I like
back.
that. Now,
על לימוד
Torah.
תורה. The
No,
Isha,
no,
no, Isha refers means
She
Torah.
has a Torah. Wow.
Okay? זה הפשט. מה?
Torah is more difficult than Mishnah, Gemara, and
Opposite.
yeah, so it should be Isha.
That's the thing.
בכל אלה
לא, לא, לא,
מצאתי.
לא.
Why didn't you do that?
אדם אחד מאלף. אחד מאלף. מה זה אחד מאלף?
1 from 1,000
לגבי מה? regarding what?
to פוסק הלכה.
לגבי לימוד תורה. That's it. Now, ואישה בכל אלה לא מצאתי, meaning, he says, from one of the 1,000 wives that I have, לא מצאתי אישה שבקיאה, that I could, שבקיאה בתורה. ואישה בכל אלה לא מצאתי, לא מצאתי אישה שבכל האלף האלו היא בקיאה בתורה.
But she has no hayub.
So
in
he's
Torah.
trying to
יפה
say-
מאוד, that's it, היא לא חייבת.
So he's just trying
Yes.
to say over here that there shouldn't be like women like yeshivot.
לא, 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 הוא לא אמר את זה. הוא לא אמר את זה.
So what is the?
There's no woman פוסקי הלכות.
אישה לא פוסקת הלכות, וגם לא חייבת, היא פוסקת הלכות also. But that's here. In שמיים, the Zohar HaKadosh brings down, there is ראשי ישיבות. יש ראש ישיבה של בתיה. בתיה בתאו, ראש ישיבה. What?
Is that because there's no concept of like marriage?
That,
Is,
well, there is no concept of raising kids. The reason why a woman is Torah from learning is Torah to learn, but she has obligation to know the halachot, Hilchot Shabbat, Hilchot Muktzeh, Hilchot Borer, Tarat Mishpacha, kitchen, Nida. They have to know the halachot.
That's not limud.
But once they know the halachot, that's it, they know it. We, no matter what, we have mitzvah to learn 24 hours. They don't have the hayub. Their obligation is to know the halachot. Once she knows it, that's it.
Shakala.
But they don't have to learn elam hayub every day to learn Torah. We do have the hayub, that's it. So that's why that's in Olam Hazeh. But Olam Hazeh, since she has an obligation and the mitzvah to raise the kids, so she's busy. Imagine she's going to come in the morning also to learn. When you come, who's going to raise the kids? Who's going to take the kids to school?
If the Baal has to raise the kids, upatul milimud.
And shumptu ever.
No, for example, if the lady, if the wife is working and she has to be out, and the husband has to come babysit,
Yes.
he can.
Why? I just have a question. Why, when she is home, it's called she's raising the kids, and if you watch the kid for 1 hour, it's called I'm a babysitter.
Oh, you're right. You're absolutely
I'm
right.
just wondering.
And just the way that it
It's
comes out now,
just
Rabbi.
why it
If
comes
I-
out. That's the
if
question.
a man has the obligation to raise his children, to
Ah,
teach them.
You want to hear something?
Because she makes more money, let's say.
Forget about the money.
Right.
Let's leave the money on the side. You want to hear something? All right. Give me how much, please. Avi, on my table, there is a Shulchan Aruch.
Yeah.
Can you please bring it? All right. So if you want to hear the answer, I know men, they're not going to like it, but I don't care. I'm going to tell it to you because that's Torah. If women are going to hear this, wow, Habibi,
Take it down.
when no, we have to know the truth. סקרי מצוות. בוא נראה מה כתוב. On page 9, Pasuk Yud Het, read. Vayomer Hashem Elohim. It's down, fast. You cannot miss this piece. Hala. Yud Het.
The bottom, last one.
ויאמר אדוני אלוהים לא טוב להיות האדם לבדו, אעשה לו עזר כנגדו.
מה זה עזר?
Hell, contradiction. כאילו,
There's no
מישהו-
מחלוקת. What's the definition of עזר?
To assist him.
לעזור, תעשה.
לעזור to help.
Yes, he's weak in one
Now,
thing,
if
he's
you-
gonna come with
אתה
it.
יודע, חביבי, guys.
Rabbi, no, I know
Oh,
where
oh, חברים, let's pause for 1 second. Let's read Pasuk, very simple. Hashem says it's not good. לא טוב. It's not good for Adam to be alone. אעשה לו עזר. מה זה עזר?
Thorn.
Assistant.
Thorn.
No, assistant.
Help.
Help.
לעזור. Meaning all the yoke,
Is on us.
all the obligation על מי
It's
זה?
a lot. On us.
On the husband.
Including the
She is there. Can I help you?
Yes.
שמעת מה כתוב? Everything is on you. She is there. Well, you're working so hard. Is there anything that I can help you?
Yes.
Do you want me to babysit your kids? That's how it works. זה מה שכתוב פה. שמעת מה כתוב?
So she doesn't have an obligation.
Whoa.
Yes.
Once again, מה כתוב?
That's written. Yeah.
It says, אעשה לו עזר. She is there to help you. Help. Not just everything is on her head, and you come, hon, is there anything I could do for you? It's the opposite. Everything is on your head, and she is there to tell you, Eric, is there anything I can help you? That's the truth. זה מה שכתוב פה. So the reason why we have wives, so they could come to us in the middle of the day, is there anything I could help you? Because I see you're working so many hours.
So Rashi says,
Yeah.
Rashi says, זכה עזר.
הלו.
So Rabbi,
את זה
Same
הבנת?
answer. No, it's
איזה ש- חביבי,
לא, הוא כן,
אמנון,
גולה לכם, יש לכם.
follow me. הבנת את הקטע הזה?
כן,
That's all I gotta do. Next.
so Rabbi,
Now, let me read you halacha. You want, no. You already asked one question, and I want to answer the first question. All right, now listen to this. Halacha b'shulchan aruch, hilchot Talmud Torah. You ready? Are you ready? סימן רמ"ו. אומר מרן, כל איש ישראל חייב בתלמוד תורה. Every Jew has obligation in learning Torah every single day. Ben ani. My parnasa is so tight, I gotta work 18 hours. Doesn't matter. You have to learn. Ben ashir. He travels so much, China and back to America and back, who knows, to Mexico and back to France and back to Brazil. Habibi, ashir lo ashir, you have obligation to learn Torah every single day. Ben shalem begufo, ben ba'al yisurim. I'm not healthy. I can function so much. I'm very tired. I sleep extra 4 hours a day. Nice. You still have to learn. Ben bahur, ben zaken gadol. Even if you're young or you're old, you're already 96 years old. Still, you have to learn Torah. So watch this. Ani, step 1. Ashir, step 2. Ba'al Yisurim, step 3. Zaken gadol, step 4. אפילו אני המחזר על הפתחים, even a guy that has no parnasa and he goes in and collects money. No matter what, he has to learn. ואפילו, that's the highest level, that's number 5. בעל אישה ובנים.
That's the lowest level.
The
highest
opposite,
level.
the highest.
is one that
Even someone who is married and has kids, even you have to learn. Meaning, being married with kids, it's harder than if someone is ani, has no money, or someone is wealthy, or someone who's a bali surim, he's sick, or he's zaken kadal, he's old. someone who has kids is more than all of them. It's harder for them to learn more than Ani, Ashir, Baal Israel, somebody who suffers, or Zaken Gadol. Someone who has kids and is married, they have the hardest time to learn Torah. And yet, חייב לקבוע לו זמן לתלמוד תורה ביום ובלילה, שנאמר והגית בו יומם ולילה. אז אתה רואה מפה, you see from here, the obligation of learning Torah is on a man, whether you have kids or not. But having kids and being married, it's the hardest, and yet you have to. Are we getting this clear? Good.
Understood.
Question number 3. Yes.
Because Rabbi said that the obligation to raise the children is on the woman, but Rabbi just said right now that it's on us. She's just helping us. As does she?
There is 2 things. Yes, obligation של האבא is to teach his son Torah. That's obligation on us. אבל אישה, היא מגדלת ילדים, יש לה צער גידול בנים, היא מגדלת אותם. Yes, היא מגדלת אותם. So she's busy. So that's why you cannot learn, have a hiyuv of raising kids and hiyuv of learning Torah 24 hours. No. They have to know the halachot, but they have no mitzvah to learn. See, when we have free time, we have to learn. When they have free time, they don't have hiyuv to learn. Keep talking and smoothing with your friends on the phone. They have no hiyuv. They have to know the halachot. But after the halachot, they know. If she has an hour, 2, 3, 4 hours free time, my also go shop. Online, not online, I don't care. Do whatever you want. You have no obligation. We have 4 hours free time. What do? Let's learn. Ivanta? Yפה מאוד. Now let's go back. Omer Shlomo HaMelech, Isaac, so we're good now, right? Yeah, we're good? Okay. So that's one, yes. Right. So part A was we cannot trust her.
We didn't finish.
No. We finished that part.
Okay.
Now, a second perush that the pasuk doesn't talk about a woman that you cannot trust.
But we didn't finish the rest of the story.
No, we finished. We did finish the rest of the story. There's another part of the story, but it doesn't. It's not nogia to us now. The way we explain the pasuk pshat. Lo matzati somebody who is I could trust. Look what happened. She was so curious. Look what happened. There's a few more stories about that, but that's enough. Now another perush is Adam echad me'elef matzati. 1 out of 1,000 comes out Torah. V'isha b'chol ela lo matzati. I don't find it any woman. She be'etzem. She succeeded to become posek because she doesn't have to.
So simple shot.
Yeah.
Women, no hayav to learn. That's why he didn't find 1,000. Men, he found 1,000 because of the word.
But we have only 1 out of 1,000. Yeah.
That's it.
But I want to read you now Rabbeinu Bahya. Whoa, something. Oh, upside down. Till now, all the men here feels so great. Look at us. Mashu.
No, we're not.
Oh no?
We're
I
not
feel bad for
Baki
you.
and Mishnah. What do you mean? Do we know 60 sedarim of Mishnah by like that? I don't
Are you on the 900? Are you on the 100?
We're on the
I'll be
10%.
honest. I think the 900 on the lower end of the 900.
The last one.
Yeah.
The
No.
900.
No, he is good. No, he is good. When the 1,000 students came to the yeshiva, they all came and they all started first grade. After high school, that's where the results came in. You ready? What is it? Second year?
Okay.
So second grade. You could,
Oh, second.
so that Bezat Hashem, you got I mean 10 years. From now 10 years, we're gonna see where you're gonna reach Bezat Hashem. Okay? So let's continue, Haverim. So I want to tell you something else, something different. But for us to understand, we're gonna have to open Chumash to Parashat Kitisa. We have it. All right. Parashat Kitisa 257. The Torah tells us Moshe Rabbeinu went up to Shamayim to heaven to bring the Luchot down. And he told Am Yisrael, count 40 days, and at the end of the 40th day, I'm going to come back. I'm going to come down with the Luhot. Fine? Am Yisrael, they miscalculate the right numbers. Meaning, the day Moshe Rabbeinu went up was midday. Right? Moshe Rabbeinu went up, when he went up was midday. And Am Yisrael, they counted that day also. Number one,
Around day 2.
Zayin Sivan.
How did you not discuss it with him before he left? No, I'm serious. It's so simple.
We're going to have to have a meeting about it.
No, I mean, it's,
Okay. Let's continue. So Am Yisrael,
no,
they
I'm
messed.
serious.
I hear you. So they messed up with the first day. When he went up to Shamayim, Zayin Sivan, they counted Zayin Sivan as day number 1. And the truth is, that's not number 1. If you went up midday, you missed the whole day before. Was wrong. So 40 days after, according their calendar, which was in the real calendar was 39 days, not 40. So they come to Aaron. It says Pasuk Aleph, Vayara Am ki boshesh Moshe. מה זה בושש? Anybody can explain what does it mean ki boshesh Moshe? He was delayed. יפה מאוד. So why it says בושש? בושש, אומרים חז"ל, בשש. 6 hours already passed by.
6 hours.
Who is Moshe? He should come now. He should come down now already. If Moshe Rabbeinu went up midday from 6 to 12, that's 6 hours. Or if Abu Shasha'ot from the day, midday, Moshe was supposed to come down, and he didn't. So they came to Aaron and they told him, Aaron, Kum aseh lanu Elohim. We need a leader. Do something. Pasuk Bet Av ויאמר עליהם.
ויאמר עליהם אהרון חלקו נזמי הזהב אשר באוזני נשיכם בניכם ובנותיכם והביאו אליי.
Aaron tells to the man over there, you want me to get you a leader? But I hear. Nice. Go ask your wives to bring some jewelry. Now you know that the wives, they love jewelry. It's amazing. You buy her a little diamond ring. Wow, this mouth doesn't stop. You're so happy. Why? She just got a beautiful jewelry. And they're very attached to it. Aharon knew, if I want Am Yisrael not to sin, let them go to the wives and ask for jewelry. It's not going to happen. And the worst was going to happen. Shalom Bayit, correct? Who is the best in Shalom Bayit? Let them fight. Let them fight. Let them bring jewelry. And he knows that the wives are going to ask the husband, what for? What do you mean? We got to do something, we got to do the golden calf. You mean Abu Dazara? Are you nuts? You're not getting any peace. So, Aharon's plan was get the wives to bring the jewelry to the husbands. But he knows it's not going to happen. By the time they're going to end fighting, who's going to come down? Moshe, so he's going to save time.
Like he's coming, he was a little, maybe you guys counted wrong.
Okay. All these beautiful questions. That's for Thursday nights. Let's continue. רבותיי, חברים יקרים, let's continue. מה כתוב? פסוק ג' בכבוד אבי.
ויפרקו כל העם את מזמי הזהב אשר באוזניהם ויביאו אל אהרון.
So ויתפרקו כל העם. So who gave Aharon the jewelry?
The whole nation.
All the men.
The whole nation.
All the women gave to the
Am,
women.
Am.
Oh, Am is the men.
The first, yeah, that's the man. So no woman gave any piece.
They had.
No wife gave any jewelry to the husband. So מה עשו? ויתפרקו כל העם את נזמי הזהב אשר באוזניהם. They took out the jewelry from their ears. ויביאו אל אהרון. And they gave to Aharon. פסוק ד' אייזיק. ויקח מאדם.
So that means it.
ויקח מאדם ויצר אותו בחרק, ויעשהו עגל מסכה, ויאמרו, אלה אלוהיך ישראל, אשר העלוך מארץ מצרים.
So Aharon took all the jewelry, all the gold, he put it in a bag, he tied it, and he threw it to the fire. He melted. The plan was to melt the gold. But it was two bad people there. Okay? The first one was Mr. Micha. I'm sure you guys know who's Micha, right? No? I'll tell you very quick. Moshe Rabbeinu, before he left Mitzrayim, he saw the buildings in Mitzrayim with the babies' bodies inside stuck in the walls. And we know why. It's when Am Yisrael did not finish the amount of bricks they had to do every day. The Egyptians will take their babies and stuck it in the wall with a cement. That's how they killed the babies. And that was a punishment for the father who did not finish the amount of bricks that they had to do that day. So Moshe Rabbeinu, before he left Mitzrayim, he says, 20% are living Mitzrayim. 80% died in Makat Hoshech. Fine. But what about all the babies here in the walls? Mo haram. Amar HaKadosh Baruch Hu leMoshe, Kotzim ani mechale min hakerem. I'm cleaning the vineyard from all the thorns. Kotzim, thorns. Amar Moshe, kulam? Not even one? Amar, I'll give you one. Amar Hashem Malach Gabriel, give me one brick. He gives him the brick with the baby, gives him the Shabbat, and a little boy chick walks next to Moshe Rabbeinu. Obviously, who's going to be his father? Moshe. He was Moshe Rabbeinu's tail. Wherever he went together with him. Can I get down? Quick. Thank you. Let's continue. What happened now? Moshe Rabbeinu, we know right before Am Yisrael left Mitzrayim, the redemption took place. Moshe Rabbeinu went to bring Yosef's body. So he went to the cemetery where he assumed that he's going to find Yosef's body. But what happened? Yosef HaTzadik, he went for 3 days to find his body, his coffin, right? He goes to the cemetery and he doesn't find anything. Klum. 3 days after, he bumped into Serach Bat Asher. And he asked Serach Bat Asher, where is Yosef's body? And she tells him, oh, they dumped his body, you know where? In the Nile, in the Yeor. They took a metal, heavy metal coffin, and they put his body inside, and they dumped it in the Nile with chains. Why? Because Yosef HaTzadik, he had Am Yisrael, he promised him that they're not going to live in Mitzrayim without taking his body with them. And now, if they gave him their words, they promised Joseph, if he's stuck over here, it means Am Yisrael will never ever live Mitzrayim. That's why. That's why they cannot ever live Mitzrayim. Moshe Rabbeinu came to the Nile, took a piece of silver. He wrote a couple words. He threw it to the water. And he said, Ale Shor, Ale Shor. Do you know what does it mean, Ale Shor?
Raise the ox. Raise Yosef, because Yosef is the ox.
יפה מאוד, יוסף נמשל לשור לאקס. אמר לו עלה שור, עלה שור. יוסף הצדיק, עלה, עלה. If you're going to come up, fine, we'll take you. And if not, הרי אנו פטורים משבועתך. We are exempt from your שבועה, from the שבועה, the promise that we promised you that we're going to take you with us. And within a minute, blah, 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 blah. And what happened? Moshe took the body of Yosef out, and he took his body out of Mitzrayim. Who was watching this whole story? Micha. Beautiful. He saw what he wrote. He saw what he did. That kid, קוראים לו מיכה. Do you know what it means, the words Micha? Micha means smash. The kid was smashed by the wall. That's why his name is Micha. Mach was smashed by the wall. That kid, he saw the whole thing that Moshe Rabbeinu did. When Aharon took the gold and he threw it to the fire, what happened? That kid, Micha, לקח מה שרבנו עשה, מה שמשה רבנו עשה, and he threw it to the fire.
It was the same exact thing that Moshe
There was something else.
Oh, something
He did the show. Who is the son of the ox?
Calf.
The calf. That's why we got the golden calf. What is Egel? Egel, that's the son of the shore. The calf is the son of the ox. Very more. So that's how we got the golden calf. Who was the one who started? Micha. Till today we pay. Till today we pay for that sin of Egel Azahav. Adayom. When Hashem told Moshe Rabbeinu, I'm cleaning the vineyard from the thorns, I'm taking all the thorns out. Look what one thorn did to Am Yisrael.
Wow.
Let's continue. So now, what happened? Let's read Pasuk Dalet, 257 Pasuk Dalet. Amnon, Vayikach miyadam. Did you read?
He just read down.
Pasuk Dalet, you did? No.
Yeah.
Dalet, you
No,
did?
not that.
No.
He didn't read Pasuk.
No, I did.
Go, Pasuk Dalet.
No, he did down.
No, you didn't.
No.
You did.
We did.
No, we did. We
You
did.
read
We
Yalla
did.
again.
Yalla, we did. Yalla,
Okay,
חזק
go,
וברוך.
go.
ויקח מידם,
No.
ויצר אותו בחרב.
ויקח מידם ויצר אותו בחרת ויעשהו עגל מסכה ויאמרו אלה אלוהיך אשר
אליך ישראל,
אליך ישראל ישראל אשר
העלוך.
מארץ מצרים.
Okay, let's pause for 1 second. So the golden calf came out. העגל הזהב יצא החוצה. ויאמרו. Who's ויאמרו?
בני ישראל.
Erev Rav.
ויאמרו.
Yeah.
The man said, אלה אלוהיך ישראל, אשר העלוך מארץ מצרים. אלה. What is אלה?
Boys in the...
אלה. Who's אלה? Who's the אלה?
מיכה.
מה קרה לך אתה? You sleeping? אמנון, once again.
The egg.
Who's אלה?
Oh,
Egel.
That's the egel. That's the calf. אמרו אלה אלוהיך. This is your God that took you out of מצרים. Beautiful. So עם ישראל באמת פה כפור בקדוש ברוך הוא. זה עבודה זרה ממש. The worship idols, they said, this is the God who took it out of Mitzrayim. Correct? Good. Did any woman say this line?
No, they were not.
No woman. Nobody was involved in that specific sin of חטא
They
העגל.
didn't give their
That's why they
jewelry.
don't have to use it.
הם לא אמרו כלום. מי שחטא בחטא העגל is only the man and not the woman. What was the first word that they came from their mouth when they start to do the Avodah Zarah, when they start to worship the idols?
Ele?
Ele,
Ele.
Elohecha Israel. Where Rabbi Yisai, one hand Parashat Kitisa, and one hand to Kohelet. אומר שלמה המלך, אשר עוד ביקשה נפשי ולא מצאתי, אדם אחד מאלף מצאתי, ואישה בכל אלה לא מצאתי. אומר, 1 out of 1,000, I saw that they sin in חטא העגל. ואישה בכל אלה, מה זה אלה? אלה אלוהיך. אחד, אפילו one, לא מצאתי.
Wow, what a different way to look at the pasuk.
Again, Rabbi.
There was no woman who sinned in חטא העגל.
Right.
But Am Israel, every one of 1,000 people did sin בעגל הזהב. אומר שלמה, אדם אחד מאלף מצאתי. Every 1,000 men, I found him that he betrayed God. And he did עבודה זרה. They worship idols. אבל אישה, בכל אלה לא מצאתי. I did not find even now one woman who said אלה. Not one. So who is loyal?
The women.
So who is loyal?
Women.
Woman. Who's very special.
The women.
But do you know why? You know why? I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. It says in Parashat Yitro, and this is the last piece for the day. In Parashat Yitro, it says, before Hashem gave the Torah to the Jews, on page 207. 207. Pasuk Gimel. Before HaKadosh Baruch Hu gave the Torah to Am Yisrael, Steve, you're going to love this, and I believe you're going to share this piece with your wife. ומשה עלה אל האלוהים. ויקרא אליו אדוני מן ההר לאמור, כה תאמר לבית יעקב ותגד לבני ישראל. So Hashem commanded Moshe to go ahead and to speak to first Bet Yaakov, second Bnei Israel. Who is Bet Yaakov, Amnon?
Women.
Woman. And who is Bnei Israel, Avi? Men. A boy say, Hashem wants to give the Torah to Am Israel, and Hashem says to Moshe, Moshe, first go to the wives, to the ladies, and then go to the husbands, to the men. Why? We just learned today, to the women, to the ladies, do they have obligation of Limud Torah? No. If that's the case, who should you go first? To the man, to the husbands, to the boys. Why is the opposite? Omer Rabbeinu Bachya, listen to this. Again, who am I to say? But that's how he explains. Omer Rabbeinu Bachya, listen to this words. Amar HaKadosh Baruch Hu, I messed up once. I messed up once. I don't want to repeat it again. What does it mean? כביכול הקדוש ברוך הוא. אומר הקדוש ברוך הוא ככה. By עץ הדעת, Hashem spoke to Adam and not to Hava. And Hashem spoke to Adam, telling him, don't eat from the knowledge tree. Hashem did not speak to Hava. Hashem spoke to the Adam, to the husband. And he told her. And then she messed up everything. And then she put death on the husband and her, and that's why till today, you all die. You flam all beautiful. Next. Amar Kadosh Baruch Hu, it was my fault. It's my fault. Why did I speak first to the husband and did not get her involved? Let me go first. Let me respect them. Let me get them involved. But I'm going to speak to them first. And then I'm going to speak to whom? To the man. Moshe, do me a favor. First, go to my Bet Yaakov. First, speak to the wives, to the ladies. And then speak to the husbands. Because last time, I didn't, I messed up. I did not get her involved. I did not speak to her direct. It's not the way to do it. You want something? Speak to her direct also. What happened? Hashem, Moshe Rabbeinu comes down and he goes straight to the ladies section. Whoa. It's the first time Moshe Rabbeinu goes to the ladies section. All the thousands of ladies there. And Moshe Rabbeinu tells them, "Dear ladies, do you want Torah? For sure, for sure." But wait, hold on. Okay, I got their signatures. Then Moshe Rabbeinu goes to the men's section. Well, Rabbi said, "Do you want Torah?" Sure. That night, the wife and the husband sat together, and the wife said, "Wow, look that Moshe Rabbeinu came to me before you, Ya Habibi, Hashem. What a kavod, what an honor, what an honor. I'll be loyal to you." 40 days after, when the man came with the idea of Avodah Zarah, you know what happened? The lady said, "What? The one who came to us first. We're going to betray him? Never." That's why no lady sin in Hetagel. You hear this? Idan, what do you say, Idan? Beautiful.
Who was the second bad person that was there?
Sorry?
Who was the second bad person that was there?
It was the two kids of Bil'am. Bil'am had two kids there, and they were involved in this whole big mess.
Wow.
Okay? Yeah.
Where did we see that?
Midrash? You want their names? Yonis Yambrus.
They had Egyptian names. Those don't sound.
I don't know if Bil'am is an Egyptian name to begin with. Okay, Rabbi said, Bezat Hashem, tomorrow we're gonna start Perek Het.